Thanks for tuning in to the summer edition of St. Paul Public Schools Today. On today's show, we will feature outstanding students that are working to better communities. We'll also highlight the efforts of two schools that have made great strides in helping students achieve success during the 1999-2000 school year. Next, learn how East Consolidated Elementary, a school on academic probation, has incorporated an improvement plan which has resulted in many positive changes for both students and staff.
As a school on academic probation, East Consolidated Elementary School has been in the process of implementing a corrective action plan that has increased student and staff morale, led to greater community involvement, and created a sense of pride throughout the school.
Our climate here is real positive. Staff talk about the morale being the best it's ever been in years, and that's a really hopeful thing. When you come in the building, people are receptive to talking about the new things we're trying and things that they're doing well.
We started off in the fall, and if you walked into East Consolidated School, if you've been in the past, it was real dark. A lot of the top part of the school was just our dark gray, and the first thing we thought of, it would be nice to lighten it up, because obviously we felt that this would be a big symbolic type of factor too, for helping promote a good positive school climate, making it lighter and brighter for students and staff. And so with the district's help, we were able to get the whole school repainted. And I think that's made a big difference. And as you notice now in the library too, we've got a lot of banners up. Again, the hallways got banners. Teachers are putting a lot of students' work up in the hallways, which we encourage, and students can see that. That brings a pride in the school.
Oh, I think students have been very positive to the changes around here. They look around the building and they see that it looks much better, and they like the way that the building looks now. They also are seeing their work displayed more regularly, and you know, students will stop me in the hallway and say, "Miss Van Boeie, I did that up there," and they're just really excited to show me the work that they've got up there. The teachers are really proud of the kids, and they say, "Hey, look at what my students are working on." And you have a big display, and you can see exactly what the teachers and the children are working on and how they've learned about the process and what they're doing in the classroom. And the kids are just excited because they do see a lot of their work up and on display.
Beyond the aesthetic changes at East Consolidated, the school is also going through a grade realignment process that will allow teachers and students of similar grades to interact more easily.
We saw the school, we were in different pod areas, as they were called, and we looked at that too and said, well, we were kind of like four fragmented schools in a sense in one. And so as we started looking at that too, we said, well, maybe we can look at becoming more of one school, because we saw too, we had grade levels that weren't, with the pod concept, that were not really together. One lower area of the one pod, we had like maybe 3 fourth grade classes, and then up in the far area in another pod, we had 1 fourth grade class. So as we looked at that too, saying, well, gee, how do teachers really get a chance to talk together about curriculum and really start focus on best practices?
And then they had different prep times and different lunch times because it was all based on the pod system. And so there wasn't a lot of that communication about curriculum and about student work. And we wanted to facilitate that happening so that people at the same grade level could have discussions with one another and talk about, you know, curriculum, talk about student work, and talk about, you know, aligning the curriculum so that it meets standards and that it met district objectives.
District has provided us with new wiring and new technology throughout. We have access to high-speed internet, and as a part of that, what we decided as an administrative team was to focus on getting computers to each teacher, and that's meeting the 1999 stated district goals of 1 computer per classroom teacher. So they have iMac computers that's going to allow us to use Outlook Express and communicate through email throughout the building.
The corrective action plan is part of the school's overall improvement plan and was developed using input from an intervention report. This report, prepared by the district's Office of Accountability, included input from many stakeholders.
We asked people from the community and the school, teachers from the different areas, teachers that were classroom teachers at the different levels, EL teachers, special ed teachers, parents from the community, our parent educator, homeschool liaison people, bilingual educators, so that we had all the diverse perspectives in the school, counselors, social workers. For us here, I think it's been an opportunity for us to make the changes that that needed to be made. And from talking to people here, some of the changes were talked about or discussed previously but had never been implemented.
While all will admit that change is difficult, there are many good signs that the change process is working at East Consolidated.
When you're under that kind of a focus and that kind of pressure, that people start saying, I think I want to go somewhere else. They're all staying, as far as we know. We don't know of anybody that's going to be transferring out to go to another program. But people have been here, and they've been here because I believe that they're very dedicated to the needs of the children in this school. And this isn't chasing them away. They're willing to stay and continue. So that's a good sign.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to say a few words about this honor that two of our schools have received.
Proclaiming it Blue Ribbon Week to the students and to the administrators and to others.